What do you
People,
think about people saying like the super team era is over?
it's valid. You got two small market teams in the finals with no superstars except for one. One
Yeah.
team, we got one superstar. Like that
No
is
big
valid.
threes.
No
Like
big threes. No, we got a team that if we won it, who would you even give Finals MVP to? Right? Obviously Pascal, probably, but you got TJ who could get it, Nimhard, Tyrese, Pascal. Like it's a bunch of guys who can, who would have been eligible for Finals MVP. So
but I
yeah,
like it because of the
that's good for
balance
the
of the
NBA.
power in the league. Like
Right.
you're
That's
getting
good.
that kind of back. And that was kind of like, I guess like 90s basketball. Like they had like, they didn't have like it was like one superstar a lot of the times on a team leading the way, or maybe two. You got a 1-2 punch. That's kind of how I like the NBA the way it's going right now. And then you've seen like how super teams like hurt just overall roster in general. Because I mean, you got three guys that got basically 70% of the cap on those three players. I mean, one example that always comes to mind that I always think, when this team came together, it's a chip. It was the Brooklyn Nets when they had Harden, Kyrie, and KD. And that's like one team right there where I'm like, shoot, man, like that team should have been,
Man.
but it's the bench, when you got when you got three players at
Right.
that caliber, but you don't have the money to fill in everything else around them. It's like, well, like how great is that team really? Because they don't really have the pieces they need. You got to have those guys running the entire game, playing basically 48
Behind
minutes. Like,
hindsight is so clear, right? Because at that time people were saying, well, how great are KD, Kyrie, and James Harden? It had nothing to do with the team at that time. It was these guys don't know how to win. These guys are bad this, bad that. And that's kind of that plays a factor into what LeBron was talking about. It
yeah,
switches when you don't win. And that's why the whole super team thing was even, you know, became a reality. Like after David Stern left, God rest his soul, like media, that's what it
the
turned to.
media. So I think the media is just they just first of all they overreact about everything.
Everything.
And second of all, they just like
That's what I
they
appreciate
quick
about your
react.
podcast. You don't overreact. You don't overreact.
I
You
can
have your
at
opinions.
times, but
Yeah, but for the most part though, you just have your opinions and your takes. Like you're not overreacting to everything, even about the Heat, right? Like you a diehard Heat fan, but you're not like you didn't make an entire podcast about if the Miami Heat were gonna get Kevin Durant. Like if you were a New York Knicks fan, you would have did 2, 3 episodes on if they were gonna the minute you thought that they were gonna get him, right? Like it's just some sports teams fans are delusional.
Yeah. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me nice. I'm from another world, baby, yeah. Red way paradise. They think I'm way too cold, cause I put my